Hi there Pokefans, I am your humble host Fan, and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. And as you see, we are continuing on this little path over here with this resort here, and we're trying to find as many people to fight as we possibly can. And as such, we found this girl dressed in pink with a circuit on level 63. It shouldn't be too difficult to defeat it, since I have the advantage, and I was correct, I take it out in a single attack. Goldeen is next, and I'm still fairly well suited for this fight. And now I have the advantage since it has changed my typing, I think that was the attack Soak. Now if you remember what I said previously in these last couple of episodes, I think the last 5 or 6, then you would recognize the attack Soak, which I didn't specifically mention, but it does have some very useful effects, and it is a part of the strategy that I was referring to concerning Lantern. Now if those of you are clever, you could write in the comment section below and predict which moveset I would be using against Cynthia at the end of the game, at the end of this series, with Lantern to try and make full use of Lantern's typing. Remembering that I must have one electric type attack and I must have one water type attack. You could also indicate in that comment whether or not you think I was successful in my strategy that I came up with. So far I'm doing a fairly well or good strategy with Electrack, with the disadvantage that if I go on for too long and the opponent has enough Pokemon, Electric or Electric could faint, because Wild Charge does do recoil damage. So let's just heal up quickly. Luckily I do have some hyper potions that eliminates all the danger of fainting because of recoil. So Electric recently leveled up to level 56. Sure, this guy has a lot of Magikarp. And on level 60, what good does a Magikarp do on level 60? Or any level for that matter? Magikarp is only useful once it evolves. Tell me whether you think I'm stupid or not with that statement over there. Okay, so I just switched out quickly because Electric is in level 56. And the Pokemon I put up front is only on level 55. Shadow. Lucky Egg, yeah, go. Give it the Lucky Egg. It helps him level up. Although Fluffy doesn't need too much additional help leveling up, seeing as it is a traded Pokemon, so it levels up by itself quite easily. Another fisherman. Let's see what the 3 fishes he has got. Ah, he's got a tentacle. That's cool. Ice Punch. Now ice is technically kind of strong against poison types, although many of your modern type charts doesn't indicate that for some reason. I think they did Ice type dirty by taking it away. Or I am just remembering wrong, but Wild Charge definitely is very effective against a water type. I'm not going to learn Screech by the way. That is not a useful attack for me at the moment. Wait, he leveled up. I think I ought to switch him out with someone else that is on a lower level. Or am I going to go with the idea of just leveling him up as far as I need him to be and then just letting him be, since he is the easiest one to level up. I was trying to dodge that guy over there, but he saw me before I could escape. What good is a level 63 Nankada? The only advantage it gives you is that it's a ground and a bug type. For a long time it was the only grounded bug type. But it doesn't do very much good. Mothman. And a Metapod. Okay, so he's well on his way to having some flies and some butterflies. It would have been quite nice if he had the whole collection of Mothman and Wormadam, including the 3 different evolutions of Wormadam. Okay, this is an artist. What is an artist doing with a camera? I know you don't technically need to have your Pokemon type reflect what you are doing yourself, but that generally tends to be the case. And as usual, Lantern faints just as I need him the most. Come on, just do it. Almost fainted my flippin' Stunfisk as well. That bloody camera up is quite good at defeating water and electric type combinations, or electric type combinations with other types. Look at my Lantern over there. So I need to find a way to level up my Lantern without having him fight, because he just can't last a single battle, especially if the opponent outspeeds and does something like Earthquake or Refusal, a Gem 2 or Gram 2. What the hell is a Gram 2? Is that a letter? Okay, the lady. Okay, what's all of that got to do with me? I don't understand that interaction. Another lady to fight. Now, if I wasn't so young in this game, I would demand a different kind of reward for beating this girl over here. And there's a Snubble. Technically, if Snubble was a fairy type, Brick Break ought not to have worked, but since they neglected to bring in the fairy typing at this stage, Brick Break works like a charm. Or else I would have switched over to one of my Pokemon that has poison. Okay, here I get some healing. And of course I take you along for the ride. That is possibly because I get to buy some items over here. Possibly some TMs. Or probably some TMs. Let's see what we have over here. Okay, only a bunch of males, so it's not even TMs. I only bought a bunch of potions. Okay, that's a small house. Well, it's a small house from the outside as well, so it doesn't violate anything seriously. This one as well. Although, why is... It's a bloody double-story house. But the last one wasn't. It reflected perfectly what it is supposed to be. But the one before that was a double-story house, and still it looked like the neighbor's house as well. Okay, he doesn't do anything. Okay, I'm just a little bit confused as to what I want to do over here. Okay, Mancino. Nice. Ah. Okay, nothing is special about this. Hi there, Grandma. As always, if you wanted to read that dialogue, you can back up a little bit and pause the video in order to read the dialogue. I know it's going to take a lot of very precise finger work on your side. Okay, I think this is a breeder with 3 Pokemon, of which Makuhita is right up front. Okay, let's do a wild charge. I think that's the best attack I have against the Makuhita. And it does at least take him out. Riolo is next. He's still a pure fighting type, but later evolves into a fighting and steel type. Okay, Tyrogue. Now Tyrogue is an interesting one. It remains a pure fighting type, but it evolves into one of 3 forms, which is quite nice. Now, if each of those 3 forms had specific strengths in terms of attacking, that would be quite awesome, but Hitmontop and Hitmonlee kind of both have kicking style attacks, and Hitmonchan is a punching type of Pokemon. Would have been quite nice if one of them had a special type of attack or whatever. I know that Hitmontop has a triple kick, but that doesn't mean that Hitmonlee can't do it either. So I don't really understand the niche that Hitmontop is supposed to fill. Okay, let's try a Fire Punch against this Ghost type. Now, in my opinion, technically that wasn't supposed to affect Shuppet because it's a Ghost type. And in my opinion, that all punching moves ought to be physical attack. It also goes to the opinion I have that all the punching moves like Ice Punch and Fire Punch and Thunder Punch, not necessarily the other punches, but those 3 ought to be a fighting type attack as well as its elemental type. Well, in that case it also includes the other punches like Shadow Punch. Finally I get to outspeed a bloody ground type and kill it before it does anything to me. Bloody hell, Lantern is struggling so much to gain any experience whatsoever. And that didn't even give him all that much experience. His Skitty is next, level 61. No wonder I don't get any experience, they are quite low level compared to me at the moment. I was expecting him to be at level 65 or something like that. Snorunt. I think I ought to switch out again. Come on. Okay, so I'm keeping the battle. Because my fighting type attack or my fire type attack is the perfect counter to Snorunt. Would have been nice to try and defeat it with Lantern as well. On the other hand, if it defeated Lantern, that wouldn't have been that nice. Okay, I think Zekrom is the one that ought to do it, but I'm probably going to go with Jolteon because of his Signal Beam. Hidden Attack I think is an Ice type attack. I had kind of forgotten what Hidden Power is at the moment. So I might not be able to use it effectively, but this Signal Beam ought to do 4 times damage against Cacnea, and as such it takes it out in a single attack. Now if I'm not mistaken, I could technically just leave the area and come right back and this breeder ought to fight me again. I wonder if that'll work. Okay, I can't actually go through there. So let's get to see what's on this side. Okay, here's probably a double battle over there. And there's Route 12. But I saw some items down below, but I'm not going there. Had I forgotten to fight this guy over here? I'm so into the girls that I forget that there's a little dude over here that I can fight as well. Oh come on dude, what kind of a bug catcher are you if your Weedle is still a Weedle? At level 63 and still a Weedle. It is way past any of the levels it can learn anything useful as a Beedrill. Okay, at least this time he sends out the Beedrill. Now I like Beedrill actually. And I'm quite disappointed that the series of bees I have in mind cannot be accomplished in the same game, which is kind of sad. I kind of expected Kakuna, it's kind of useless. If all of the bee types were in the same game, this would have been a very good place to put it. Like you would have a Beedrill, and you have Vesperquin, and you have that other grass type mantis thing that also looks like a bee, kind of. Okay, I'd already thought there's it's a daycare person. It tells me about eggs. Okay. Hey there lady. Do you want to fight? No, oh, I thought you were just talking nonsense, but you do want to fight. That's a pretty dress you've got on there. Paris. They've done Paris and Parasect dirty because they have a much better Pokemon with the same typing. But I'm wondering if I can actually make Paris work in one of my future playthroughs when I do a theme. I just haven't decided what the theme will be. The Wormadam. Bug Steel. Still not the best for a fire type attack, but I do an ice type attack, which is stupid. It says super effective. So is that a steel type or is that a ground type? Because at this second I can't actually tell. I may have forgotten. No, it's the ground typing, because the steel typing would be pink. That is the big clue over there. Okay, so that takes care of that. And let's do this double battle over here. Let's just check out our Pokemon first. See if we can get some weaker Pokemon in that may need some experience. But we put Lantern a bit back because he tends to faint at the nearest site of a ground type attack, especially if they outspeed. Ooh, cheerleaders. Now I would definitely want to do something crude if I defeated them. Not going to, because I'm not really that old in the game. I'm only 10 years old, so I don't even think about stuff like that. But you guys get my meaning. Okay, Fusion Bolt ought to do quite well against that Zubat. I mean Swoobat. Not Zubat, Swoobat. Okay, the first Zubat fainted in a single attack. The second one ought to do so as well. Oh, but that did quite a recoil damage, that wild charge. Why do I struggle to get to the correct name? That takes care of the second Zubat. I'm not aware of the fact that Fusion Bolt does recoil damage, so why is Zekrom so weak? Did I miss something in the meantime? My Electros goes to level 58. Okay. Let's heal up our Pokemon a bit. With these hyper potions I just bought, well, at least one of them is in need of it, but I'm going to use it on Zekrom as well. And I'm going to find myself regretting this because I could have just gone over to the next route and gone into the Pokemon Center. That is my prediction right now. I may be wrong. Okay, this is not going to be a fight, unfortunately. Village Bridge. Okay, so I am not regretting it because I definitely needed to heal up before I engage in any of the battles that may occur over here. Unfortunately, the bike keeps speeding me by the one I'm trying to talk to. Okay, and I think this caravan lady over here, okay, so she wants to fight, but she buys berries from me for her dishes. And there's a combi. The Fire Punch ought to do the trick quite well. Ice Punch would have been better because of the double weakness, Flying and Bug. Although I don't think Bug is weak to ice anymore. It used to be back in the very first generation. Okay, Ursaring. Brick Break. That ought to do the trick. Now if it's a very strong Ursaring, it'll probably survive. And it does. It hits me with a bloody scary face, making my speed fall, and thereby giving him the advantage for a thrashing. Come on, don't take it out. I almost thought that it was going to kill Fluffy in a single attack with that thrash. Luckily it didn't. Fluffy goes to level 60. And I defeated her. I was hoping that she would have more Pokemon than that. No, I don't think I'll work here as a waiter. Not really interested in waiting. And all of a sudden I'm very glad that I did heal up Fluffy for that battle, because if I didn't, I would have been in some trouble. Okay, let's switch out to... Should we try Lantern? Okay, let's try Jolteon. Jolteon is faster than anything, almost anything we can possibly fight against. Now I have to find the lucky egg again like that and give it to Jolteon so that he gains more HP experience, not health points, experience points. Hi there dude, do you want to fight? Anyway, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.